And now, speaking truth to the radical left, the media, and some other people, it's the Hardship radio program with your host, Hank Hardship.
Yes, welcome to the Hardship radio program. I'm your host, Hank Hardship. And let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. I've been thinking about this a lot in light of recent events. There's unfair, and then there's unfair. Now, low-grade unfairness is like you're staring at this woman with a great ass and tight jeans, and then she turns around and she's a dude. You were wrong, and you've been staring at some guy's ass for several minutes. That's unfair because you were tricked. You didn't want to be staring longingly at some guy's butt, some guy named Jason. Yes, he may be handsome and cut and really fills out his clothes, and you may think about him that night and have trouble sleeping because his image won't leave your brain, but it's unfair because you were led to believe one thing was true, when in fact it was something else entirely. So that's low-level unfairness. That kind of thing happens all the time, or a lot. Now, big-time unfairness, high-level unfairness, well, that's more rare, and let me tell you, that is exactly what just happened with the 2024 election, ladies and gentlemen. The old switcheroo. Unfair in the extreme. The Republicans spend months and months, years really, preparing to face Joe Biden, and then in one Sunday afternoon, poof, he's gone and there's Kamala in his place. Now what are we Republicans supposed to do? You can't say a 59-year-old woman is losing her mind from dementia, near death, all that stuff. It doesn't work. We can't even call her Sleepy Kamala. We have to come up with all new nicknames. Do you have any idea how long that's going to take us? The election's right around the corner, for God's sake. You know, President Trump said on Truth Social that the Republican Party should be refunded for all the time and money they've spent campaigning and preparing to face Biden, only to now have to face someone different. I agree, and I also think I should be refunded. Do you have any idea how many different types of Let's Go Brandon merchandise I have in my home? It's mind-boggling. What am I supposed to do with all this shit now? Mouse pads and bumper stickers and t-shirts and hoodies and hats? What am I going to do with it all? Give it to my cousin who has a kid named Brandon? They're going to make out like bandits, these people with a Brandon in their family. It's not fair. I don't have a Brandon in my family. I have an Alan Greenspan Hardship, he's the oldest, and then a trickle-down Hardship, he's my little guy. Anyway, I digress. Who is this woman anyway, this Kamala? Did she get there on her own merit, ladies and gentlemen? What do you think? The answer is no. No, she did not. Don't take it from me. Take it from Jesse Waters.
She didn't earn this. She inherited it. And Americans aren't hot on heirs. They like self-made men and women.
That's right, folks. We like self-made men, we Republicans. The kind who was a millionaire by age 8. Now, you could say Donald Trump obviously inherited that money, but I say it's just as possible he sold a shitload of lemonade on the sidewalk in front of his house. And yes, he might have gotten a loan of $14 million from his father to start his real estate business, but then the part the liberals leave out is he blew it all and had to pick himself up by his bootstraps and dip into his trust fund and other accounts to find millions more dollars. That's grit. That's fortitude. That's self-determination, ladies and gentlemen. He crawled his way to that bank and he signed that document and he never asked the government for help in doing it. No, he did it all on his own. That's the American spirit. Plus, all this pro-Harris talk, all this fervor, it's all made up anyway. Just ask Ben Shapiro.
You know, again, the sort of intersectional magic of Kamala Harris and the fact that Democrats have to manufacture enthusiasm for, I've never seen this much manufactured enthusiasm for anyone outside of maybe Taylor Swift's last album. It's amazing.
That's right, manufactured enthusiasm, just like Taylor Swift's last album, he said. So let me look that up. Taylor Swift, Tortured Poet. Oh, it went to #1 everywhere in the world and has sold 2.5 million copies to date. Well, but that doesn't mean there's enthusiasm for it. People buy things all the time they're not enthusiastic about. I have a sleep apnea machine. Do you think I'm jumping up and down about that purchase? Or about the colonoscopy I just paid for? Think I'm writing home about that? I think not. Anyway, also on Waters' show, he spoke with Shapiro about how the Democrats are framing this election. I haven't listened to this yet. Let's hear clip 5.
But I don't know. They like the fact that this is a young black woman squaring off against an old white guy. They like that she's going to all just talk about abortion. And they like the fact that she was a prosecutor and he's a felon. They like that framing.
Let's take a quick break and we'll come right back. Okay, seriously, who's clipping this stuff? It sounds like Waters is working for the Harris campaign. I mean, what the hell are we doing here? Is it you, Roy? Because let me tell you, I will have no hesitation in firing you today. What? We're live? We're on? We never went to break? Roy, I swear I'm going to strangle you with dental floss. Okay, hi everybody. Let's go to a different clip here, a Hannity clip. Let's go to Hannity. He was talking about Harris and how she'll be viewed by world leaders. Go clip 6.
You know, I don't care if it's China, Iran, North Korea, Russia. They never feared Joe Biden. They did fear Donald Trump. They won't fear Kamala Harris. They'll laugh at Kamala Harris because that's what she does half the time anyway. She giggles away, you know, her time.
That's right, folks. These giggles have to stop. And look, I'm about to be really honest here, ladies and gentlemen, because that's what we do here. When I hear that laugh, well, I lose my erection. Just instantly. I'm just being honest, just giving you the real story here. I'll be at home watching John King on CNN, fully erect as usual, and then a clip of Kamala laughing comes on, and whammo, I'm as flaccid as a dead fish. Just standing down completely, done for the day, car in the garage, see you later. She's the anti-Viagra. That laugh, it's the seeing your grandmother naked in sound form. And that's the effect she's going to have on the American people, ladies and gentlemen. They're all going to lose their erections. And that's all the time we have today, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks so much for listening. Look for the show wherever you get your podcasts and on the Hardship YouTube channel. Until next time, I'm Hank Hardship.